Oh, hello there. This is Lisa Swank, and our prompt over in My Creative Year, which, by the way, it's a free art journaling group that's on Facebook. If you care to join an art group that's free, um, we have weekly prompts and a monthly theme. And this month's theme or topic was tips. And along with that, we also have daily inspiring words. If people choose to do a page on their take on what the word means to them. But this is the third week, and the prompt for this week is knowledge. And I've been thinking about this for almost all week about knowledge. And I when you think of knowledge, it's something, and you know it by heart. And the reason why you get there is because of practice. And this page that's right here just reminds me, when I was thumbing through my magazine, I thought, this might be a good collage thing for the knowledge prompt. And it's because, the woman is looking through binoculars. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little shiny because it's a magazine. Maybe I could bring it up a little bit and tilt it. And if you see, the man's got a camera, and the woman looks to me as, it's not a canary, I think it's a yellow bungee or a parakeet. And this page just looks like these people are learning or practicing something. There's books on the table, and and I just, the yellow parakeet on her head is just, it's a really nice shot. And I think the photographer that took this picture, it's a full circle of, there's the photographer that took the picture, and then here he's taking a picture of her, and she is observing something because she's looking through those binoculars. So there's just something that I really like about this picture that was in this magazine. It's a decor magazine that I picked up on the counter, I think at the post office when I was checking my mother's mail. And we'll see if I kind of use this in a collage, because I'm practicing with my art. So I could say I'm a practicing artist, because that's actually what it takes, is practice. And if there's something that you want to learn, you have to read about it. Then you have to observe it, see how it's done. I did bring up on my computer, I asked the computer, or my phone, the question of how do we gain knowledge or experience of something. And there's train. You learn how to do a particular job or activity. Acquire, to get new knowledge or new skill by learning it. And I kind of feel with art, you have to do it in order to get it down. I'm fairly new to mixed media, and I took a little online course with Gina Ahrens was one of the teachers of that over in Crazy Island Style a few years back. And I just wanted to read through some of these. Master, to learn something thoroughly so that you know it or can do it very well. Well, we all know that there's these wonderful happy accidents in art, and you just kind of go with the flow. But as you're learning how to do it. You're gaining a knowledge of how to do it. And then once you get that down, a lot of people talk about my style. Well, I'm not really worried about my style yet, because I still feel like I'm a student of learning, because with art there's so much to learn, and I am interested in that. Development, to improve your abilities, skill, or knowledge. Retrain, to learn or to teach somebody a new skill that is needed for the job. And it goes on and on and on. Keep it up, that might be a good one to read. To make progress or learn at the same speed as someone or something. And we all tend to kind of learn at our own pace with something like art, and it depends on the time that we have to do it. And certainly I have a lot of different interests in a lot of different mediums. I like watercolor, I like acrylic a whole lot better now that I've typing what I'm saying, that I have used it, because I remember my first face that I did over in that art journaling course, and I could not blend the colors. They dried so quick, and I got a little frustrated, and I even text the teachers, which Gina was part of those teachers, that the paint dries so fast I can't get it to blend. But they kept on encouraging. And maybe if I could find that photo of that first face that I did back, I really think that was 2015 or the end of 2014. I think it was 2015, I think. And if I can find it, I'll try and put it in this video somehow. I'm kind of playing around with the new camera setup, so we'll see how that goes. Again, I'm learning. And the other thing is I was watching, well, on YouTube, he's MD Campbell, and his first name is Mark, and he's a wonderful artist, and you know, he does some reviews of products or different books, and he had brought up this book on his channel, Book of Colors. And the thing that I liked about when he was reviewing this book again is it kind of goes in to how you can kind of put the colors together. And I'm kind of a nerd that way, and you know, I even like to know where the pigment comes from. I have books like that, so I like to study to gain a knowledge of what I'm using. And you know, it's that first started off by whether or not it's toxic to use, but you should always kind of wear some kind of, if you're sticking your fingers in it, they have some cream, a barrier cream that you can use, so you're not exposed to it as much. You know, whether or not I put this this image into a page for knowledge, because I think it kind of to me, it's these people are learning and observing, and you know, it's the photographer that's taken the picture of this happening. So to me, it's like a triangle of what this picture is. And I may do something with this, or I just may put some of my early pictures together and kind of a little flip through of them at the end of this, you know, when I stop talking here, and put some music to that, and then maybe a more recent, you know, just kind of show my growth of practicing, because nobody's an expert. If there's always something to learn, you can master a certain skill, certainly you can, but nobody is born automatically. It's kind of like, you know, when you're learning how to tie your shoes when you were little, you have to practice to learn it, and you know, and then one day you've tied your shoe and oh my gosh, well, the next time you may forget, was I supposed to wrap it over or under? You know, it's just it's practice is what it is. If you've got the desire to learn it, that's the best knowledge that I could tell you, is to practice. Okay, I think whatever I do after this, I'll try and speed up through it so the video doesn't get too long. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.